the heart of Tsimba Town, where the sun was a relentless overseer and the laughter of children echoed like a wild symphony, a plot was brewing that would go down in history as the most outrageous goat heist ever attempted. It began on an ordinary Tuesday. The townsfolk were busy with their usual antics. Mr. Kwame, the baker, was trying to sell new vitamin-enriched rolls, which were nothing more than stale bread sprinkled with seeds, while Mama Tula, the local seamstress, was publicly feuding with the village drongo for stealing her best cloth to make a drab giraffe costume. Amidst this chaos, a child named Obinna was poised to change everything with a grand scheme that centered around the most prized possession in Tsimba Town, Max the Magnificent, a goat whose bleat was said to resemble a majestic opera singer. Max belonged to Old Man Jabari, who wore socks on his hands instead of gloves, and believed firmly that he could understand the world through the eyes of a goat. Obinna, having realized that Max had won the town's goat beauty pageant 3 years running, devised a plan to steal him and secretly enter the goat into a talent show in the neighboring village of Kofi. Little did he know that Old Man Jabari's goat-sensing senses were sharper than the keenest radar. On the fateful day, Obinna gathered his ragtag team of accomplices: Fatima, who insisted on wearing a fruit hat, and Kofi, the town's self-proclaimed goat whisperer. They tiptoed into Old Man Jabari's yard under the cloak of the afternoon sun, armed with a handful of delicious end-of-the-day stale rolls from Mr. Kwame's bakery. The plan was simple: distract the goat by offering him the stale rolls while Fatima slipped a dazzling wig onto his head, claiming this would make him even more beautiful. What they didn't factor in was that Max the Magnificent had spent years honing his goatly charisma and was not easily swayed by mere bread. As they approached, he let out a bellowing bleat that could shake the rafters of heaven and soon had attracted the attention of every creature within a 5-mile radius, including Old Man Jabari's collection of suspiciously sentient chickens. In a feathery frenzy, the chickens began to squawk incessantly, causing Jabari to race outside, only to see Obinna, Fatima, and Kofi in a tangled heap on the ground, with Max proudly standing over them like a 4-legged overlord. The goat, wearing nothing but a tangle of fruit and a ridiculous wig that made him look suspiciously like a celebrity impersonator, had caught wind of the plan and was thoroughly enjoying the chaos. Old Man Jabari, instead of getting angry, burst into laughter so deep it shook the leaves from the trees. "You think you can outsmart the old goat, eh?" he chuckled, scratching his head. "You've got more guts than brains, kid." What followed was an unexpected solution. In a fit of camaraderie, Jabari invited the kids to enter Max in the talent show, recruiting them as his team. The townsfolk of Tsimba Town, led by a goat in a wig and an even more flamboyant troop of children, showcased Max's talents, a mix of bleats, hops, and the unsettling ability to strike melodramatic poses. Max ultimately won not just the talent show, but the hearts of everyone, including a few enchanted chickens. Obinna learned that sometimes the best plans are the ones with a little goat magic involved. And from that day on, Tsimba Town had not only the most magnificent goat, but also the best story to tell, ensuring that laughter was always the soundtrack of the town.